Good evening, welcome back. It is Saturday, September 16th, barely, as we're about an hour and 10 minutes from midnight. Had some running that we did, got back really late and just finished watching the Cup race. Got a few birthdays to talk about, and a few events. So we're going to start in 1984 at Dover, Delaware. Harry Gant won the Cup race that day, and it essentially put an end to Bobby Allison's title hopes that year as he was involved in a vicious crash, breaking his collarbone. Of course, Bobby was the defending Cup Series champion in '84, and he was hoping to repeat, but this crash really pretty much quenched out any chances that he had. He wouldn't miss any races, but the lingering effects of the injury did have him seek relief a couple times later in the season. 1989 at Dover, Kenny Schrader wins his first career Busch Series race. So that was pretty big, as Schrader had kind of been battling for wins here and there and was just on the cusp of winning it, but finally got it done at Dover. And then 2007 at New Hampshire, Clint Bowyer wins his first Cup Series race, driving for Richard Childress. So our birthdays we were talking about, born on this day in 1947, short track ace and part-time fugitive Gary Balough. Listen to his interviews on, I know Dale Jr. had one on the Dale Jr. download a couple years ago. Very in-depth interview about Gary. He's very open about everything he did. But also, he was just a super, super tough short track driver. ASA, late models, whatever. He was always at the front. Born on this day in 1960, former road racing star, made a few Cup starts in the late 80s, Darin Brassfield. Many of you may never heard that name, but I do know he ran a few Cup races in the late 80s. And our final birthday, born on this date in 1975, sadly passed away in 2013 in a sprint car crash. He had raced in the Cups Series, Truck Series, Xfinity, Busch at the time, and even made a start in the Indy 500. Be Mr. Jason Leffler. It was about this time, 99-2000, when he did run Indy, but he was a prospect for Joe Gibbs Racing in the Busch Series. Then he got called up to run, in 2001, the Ganassi Dodges, and ran the 2001 season in the '01 Singular Dodge. Then was released at the end of the year, and the number was changed to 41, and Jimmy Spencer got in that car with Target funding. But then Leffler went to trucks, won a few races, did pretty good things with the 2-truck, that Team ASE truck. Jimmy Smith was the owner there. And I can't remember if I got the order here correct or not, but I know he ran briefly for the Haas team in the Busch Series, and then was the original driver for the 11 for Joe Gibbs, but was released mid-season. Then he went back down to the Busch with Turner and Aiken, Sutton, Turner. It was a crazy deal with that team, but he was the first driver to win for Toyota in 2007. And then there's a good look at that Team ASE truck. There's a look at that 00, the Hendrick Haas car. And then, or that may have been the first Haas car. I'm thinking of Jack Sprague in the Net Zero car is what I was thinking of, the 24 car in the Busch Series. But no, this was one of the original Haas cars. There's a good look at the original FedEx car and the back of it. So anyway, that is our birthdays and events for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry it's coming out a little later than normal tonight, but it was just a busy day today, and I didn't do one. I normally try to do these the night before, but didn't get it done. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and we will see you in the morning.